Senator Rand Paul is becoming more and more convinced COVID-19 originated in a lab in Wuhan, and he fears China may not be the only country responsible for creating it.
NIH and Dr. Fauci have been funding Wuhan research.
Paul suggests COVID-19 spread by mistake during gain-of-function experiments intended to study the virus, conducted by a U.S.-supported group called EcoHealth.
They do it through an intermediary called EcoHealth. Interestingly, when they investigated whether this virus came out of a lab or occurred naturally, they hired the head of EcoHealth to be in charge of the investigation.
In Senate hearings,
with all due respect, you are entirely and completely incorrect.
Dr. Fauci categorically denies those claims, although he now admits COVID-19 might not be natural.
The NIH has not ever and does not now fund gain-of-function research in the Wuhan Institute.
Senator Paul, however, thinks Fauci hasn't been honest with the American people.
For goodness sakes, it looks like people who had a self-interest in funding this lab were the ones investigating, and that they were trying to obscure the truth.
How confident are you that we will get to the bottom of where this virus came from?
I think China will not be helpful, but we know a couple of things. They have tested thousands of animals in that wet market. You know, the people who say this came out of nature say it didn't come from the lab, it came from this exotic wet market with these exotic animals. They've tested thousands of them. None of them have had the virus so far.
Paul believes any Americans responsible should face consequences.
The people who supported funding of gain of function, the creation of superviruses, the people who supported giving this money to the Wuhan Institute should immediately be relieved of their responsibilities. So Dr. Fauci should go.
Another issue Paul's investigating this week: why Planned Parenthood clinics received $80 million in loans from the Paycheck Protection Program.
I don't want Planned Parenthood to have any money. I don't think they should be getting any taxpayer dollars. I think that ultimately that money does aid and abet the killing of unborn children.
Paul says legally the company with 16,000 employees should be ineligible for the loans meant to help small businesses with the pandemic.
The Biden administration is not only not asking them to send the money back, they are actually giving more loans.
Paul will discuss the money Planned Parenthood's received during a Senate hearing this week, and he sent a letter signed by other GOP senators demanding the Department of Justice look into it. Reporting from Virginia, Abigail Robertson, CBN News.